Hello there. Today I'll be explaining how I made my lead ball mold. Um, this is in response to a comment I received recently on how I made these. The first thing I did was I got myself a piece of clay. I have a few pieces here. This is just a small one that I've got. I have larger pieces, but I just take a chunk big enough, and then what I did was I sanded one face very flat, then I sanded another two faces quite flat, then I cut it in half so it would do that. Then I made myself a tool which I have here. It is just a dowel which has got a groove cut in the middle, and then I take a coin. I just have a 10-cent South African cent. Yeah, and I squeeze it in there. Unfortunately, it is a bit loose, so I have to be careful when using it. Then, in the half that I used, I tried to take or try to make a groove that you can see here, just for alignment purposes. And then when I had done that, I tried to make a mark on both sides. So, like, I take maybe a piece of ink or drop a bit of water, and then I align them as best I can, press it together, and then I just like make that mark a little more definite, and then I'd start drilling into it. And I had to make sure that I try and get it as close to halfway through the coin as I could, to try and make each half even. Unfortunately, that's quite difficult, and I end up with a ball that is not quite round all the way. So I've got a slight oval shape here. But on another mold which I'd made out of plaster of Paris, it was a lot more accurate, as you can see from this one. Now, this one has been used in my ball mill, which is what I made them for. But then I discovered after testing my powder, which I've got lying loose here, that I noticed this light yellow gunk sitting on the thing I was lighting it on. And I went and did some research and discovered that it was lead oxide, which had been made after, when this was grinding, it would deposit lead into my powder. And then after finding out what it was, I discovered that it is extremely toxic, and very quickly abandoned the project of making lead balls. But I've got a 1.5 kilo thing of lead balls right here, which could probably be used as lead shot for something, or like for catapult. So yeah, that's how I make this. And obviously, when you're pouring it, you have to keep it closed and let it cool down for a moment, and then drop it out. This is probably the only one that I haven't processed yet. So you can see it's got a seam, which I just removed with a file, and then I had to take this off with a pair of pliers, just keeping this one because it was one of the most shiny ones I made. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it ended up making a little cavity in the middle. So that goes almost down to the bottom. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be talking in my next video about how I made my rocket pistol. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.